Thank
State
you.
may call its next witness.
We would ask that Detective Melendez be subject to recall.
Yes, you are subject to recall.
State calls Esteban Flores.
Be sworn.
Yes, right up here, please.
You do solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
You proceed.
Your name, sir?
My name is Esteban Flores.
And who do you work for?
I work for the City of Mesa Police Department.
Drawing your attention back to June of 2008. What did you do for them?
I was in the homicide unit. I was a detective assigned to homicide.
Are you still in that unit?
No,
How long were you in that unit?
I was in that unit for approximately 8 years.
When did you leave the unit?
About 2 months ago.
Drawing your attention to the murder of Stephen Alexander. Did you have occasion to participate in the investigation of his murder?
Travis Alexander?
I'm sorry,
Yes.
Travis Alexander.
Yes.
And what is it that you did, or what were you assigned to do with regard to the Travis Alexander case?
I was assigned as the case agent, and that means I'm in charge of the investigation, supervising it, directing the investigation, analyzing evidence, and trying to figure out who killed Travis Alexander.
Did you go out to the scene?
Yes, I did.
And when did you get out to the scene?
It was on the evening, I believe, of June 4th of 2008.
Actually, was that when wasn't his body recovered sometime after?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
I'm sorry. That's when the murder occurred, but it was on the 10th.
That you actually went out? Prior to going in there, did you just waltz in, or was there a search warrant that was associated with this? How does this happen?
That evening we were called. We were informed that there was a body found inside of Mr. Alexander's home. Detectives arrived. We received a briefing from the patrol officers who had already been in the house and observed Mr. Alexander's body in his bathroom. So we went in to determine if it was actually a homicide situation, a suicide, if there was any foul play. And at that point, we secure the scene. Everybody is told to leave the home, and it's secured by police officers until we get a search warrant.
Did you go at night, or did you go during the day?
It was at nighttime.
So the search warrant, when was it executed?
It was the following morning.
And as part of the time in between there, did you have occasion to talk to anybody?
Yes.
And who is it that you spoke to?
I spoke to a number of different people. I spoke to Mr. Alexander's roommates. I spoke to the reporting party, which was Marie Hall, and other friends.
When you were talking to any of those people, did any of them receive a call from Jodi Arias?
I can't recall.
And do you remember whether or not you told them not to take the call? Do you remember anything like that?
Objection, ask and answer.
Sustained.
Taylor Searle, did you talk to him?
Yes.
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Did you talk to any roommates then?
Yes.
What are the roommates then?
Oh, goodness. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
Right? So, but you did talk to them, right?
Yes.
Are there photographs taken at the scene?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look. Zachary Billings, does that name ring a bell to you?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Overruled.
Does it?
Zachary Billings and in...
Well, my question is, does it ring a bell to you?
Yes, it does.
Who is Zachary Billings?
He is one of Travis's roommates.
Did you talk to him?
Yes, I did.
Exhibit number, did you talk to him that night?
Yes.
And when you were talking to him, do you remember whether or not he received a call? Yes or no?
Yes.
And about what time were you talking to him?
It was late at night.
That he received a call from. Remember or not? If you do, you do.
No, I do not.
Exhibit number 1, what are we looking at here?
This is Travis Alexander's home and the crime scene.
Okay. The front door, as we look at it, where is it?
Where the white vehicle is, it's to the left.
Would be right about here.
Yes.
And what is this right here?
That is a garage.
That's the garage, kind of a pad, so such that if you have a code to it, you could get into it.
Yes, it did.
Take a look at exhibit number 2. See this right here?
Yes.
What is that?
That is the keypad for the garage.
This car here, do you know what kind of car that is?
That is a Prius
Do you know who that car belongs to?
to Travis Alexander,
This car here, do you know who that belonged to?
one of the roommates.
And the other car, who did that belong to?
Roommate.
And exhibit number 3. Those numbers there, is that the street address?
Yes, 11428 East Queensboro Avenue was the address.
And this is the front door, correct?
Yes.
Exhibit number 4. What are we looking at here?
Into the main garage of the home.
And this right here is what?
A doorway from the garage leading into the home.
And if you're walking there, what would you find if you continue walking through that door?
There is a laundry room,
And so what would you find in that laundry room?
a washing machine, a dryer.
Exhibit number 5. That shows us the story, that right?
Yes.
Exhibit number 6, this door here, have any connection with this door here in exhibit number 5?
Same door, opposite side.
And these are the washer and the dryer, correct?
Yes.
This is this is obviously the dryer, correct?
Yes, it is.
This is
The washing machine.
exhibit number 7. What is this right here?
The alarm system keypad.
And this door, where does it lead to?
I believe that's the same door leading into the garage.
I believe the 6-foot look at it.
It's hard to see from here.
See that? See the design? See that here in exhibit number 6?
Yes.
So is that the door that leads to the garage? Exhibit number 6. There's the washing machine and the dryer, correct?
Yes, it does.
Exhibit number 8. What are we looking at there?
That is on the top of the washing machine, and it's a reddish brown stain.
Exhibit number 9. What is that?
Photograph of the same stain with a different angle and a number placed next to it.
What is the number? What does it designate?
It designates an item of evidence for collection.
What now?
It denotes an item of evidence for collection purposes.
And how come there's, well, if we go to exhibit number 10, why do we see a B here? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, as you saw in the other photograph, there were two number ones. One of them is 1A, and the other one is 1B.
If it's something like that, obviously you can't collect it. Does letters have anything to do with that or not? In other words, if it's an item such as blood that you take swab of, is that given a number or is that given a letter?
It depends on the person who's collecting it.
Okay. Exhibit number 11. What do we see here?
It's a photograph of the items inside of the washing machine.
Can you tell what this is?
I believe it was a towel.
Oh, this right here.
That is the camera, which was displayed earlier here in court.
And exhibit number 14, some yellow items, 38, 39. What are the items?
Once again, those are, they're called placards, and they're denoting an item of evidence that we're going to collect. We put a placard down on an item of evidence. We photograph it before we collect it.
And exhibit number 15 shows us what?
That is the camera with placard number 38 next to it.
Is this the camera that? Here, that's exhibit number 214?
Yes.
And exhibit 16 shows us the camera thing, correct?
Yes.
Senator, may we approach?
You may. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the afternoon recess. Please be back in the designated area at 3:15. Please remember the admonition. You are excused. Please be seated. The record will show the presence of the jury, the defendant, and all counsel. Mr. Martinez, you may continue.
Your name, sir?
Esteban Flores?
And you're the person who testified previously before the break?
Yes.
Sir, during prior proceedings, the prior trial in this case, were you present when a 45-minute conversation between Travis Alexander and the defendant was played?
Yes, I was.
And this conversation, as it was explained, what phone did it come off of?
I believe it was a Helio phone.
And this Helio phone with this conversation on it, was it ever submitted for analysis by the Mesa Police Department?
No.
And are you familiar with a Helio phone that was reported stolen back on May 10th of 2008? Any idea where this telephone conversation came from?
Objection, burden shifting.
Overruled.
No.
You know the individual that processed the telephone. In other words, do you know his name?
Yes, his name was Lonnie Dworkin.
And he's the individual that was testified. Who was he called to testify by?
He was called to testify by the defense.
So let's talk about now exhibit number 17. What are we looking at here?
These were items that were taken out of the washing machine that we saw earlier.
And what are these? You were there. What are these?
Those were socks, and that's a towel.
Why does that towel look like a spotted leopard? It's got kind of funny spots on it. What is that?
Well, the towel is obviously wrinkled. It had been in there for a while, but it appears it had been bleached somehow.
Exhibit number 18. Is this just sort of a progression of the items? Is this the same towel?
Yes.
this white spot, is that the bleaching that you're talking about?
Yes.
Is the color of the towel the bigger one, or is the color of the towel the lighter one? Sorry.
The,
Is the color of the towel the darker one or the lighter?
Objection, foundation. You didn't see the towels previous to this event.
Sustained.
Were you there?
yes.
The towels were pulled out of the washing machine? Yes. Did you see them in person?
Yes.
So, this towel that we're talking about here, is the color of the towel darker or lighter? Could you tell from looking at them at the same?
Same objection, Your Honor. You didn't see him beforehand, before June 10th.
Overruled. You may answer. Could you tell?
Yes, I could tell, and it was darker.
And what could you tell? Which one was darker or lighter?
It was darker. The white area appeared to be the bleached area.
Exhibit number 19. What is this? What are we looking at?
Other items that were taken out of the same washing machine?
So these were all in the same washing machine, correct?
Yes.
What is this right here?
That is a pair of undergarments.
Can you see undergarments? Why didn't you just say underwear? Or is there something special about these?
Those are male undergarments, actually considered garments in the LDS religion.
And what does that mean?
In the LDS religion, if you're temple worthy, you're also tasked with wearing special undergarments.
And this is one of the undergarments. Yes. Was it in with the towel, the socks, and this stuff that we see here?
Yes.
Take a look at exhibit number 20. What do we see here?
It's another photograph of the laundry room, washer and dryer.
I'm looking at it. You know what 37 is?
I believe it's either the digital card from the camera or the a piece of the camera.
And we do have some things marked here. See these two? This is the dryer, right?
Yes.
Were there any items in the dryer? Yes. What was in the dryer?
There was more bedding from the master bedroom.
When you say there was bedding from the master bedroom, what are you talking about specifically?
Sheets, pillowcases. I'm not sure if there was a duvet cover or something in there.
Okay. So in terms of the number of loads, we're talking about 2 loads then.
Yes.
Exhibit number 21. What are we looking at? What is this down here? Number 40, item number 40.
Number 40 was a piece of duct tape, gray in color.
Exhibit 22, is that a close-up of it?
Yes, it is.
Go over to exhibit 23 and shows us item 37, right?
Yes.
And exhibit 24, what is it?
That is the memory stick from the camera.
Were they taken apart, or was it there, or how did that happen, that the memory stick is there and the camera's not there?
Detective Mike Melendez, who just testified, took the items out of the washing machine itself and put them on top to be photographed.
Exhibit number 25. What are we looking at there?
Items inside the dryer.
And exhibit number 26. What is that?
A close-up view of the same items.
And there's a number on it, right?
Yes, item 41.
Exhibit 27. First of all, where is this photograph taken?
That is taken downstairs on the living room floor.
And this white stuff that everything's on.
That's butcher paper that we use for evidence collection, and the items are laid on top so they don't contaminate anything else.
And this right here is what?
That is a towel.
And exhibit number 28. What is that?
The same items from a different angle, a pair of sweatpants and a towel.
Were these found in the dryer?
Yes, they were.
Exhibit number 29. What are we looking at there?
The pillowcases.
And exhibit number 30.
and a sheet.
Are these the items that were found in the drive?
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at exhibit number 166. First of all, you see the time on there?
1:44:50 p.m.
And you see this right here?
Yes.
If we take a look at exhibit number 30, this related to this right here.
Yes.
How is it related?
They're one and the same.
And some of the other items that you see, again, the time here is 1:44:50, right?
Yes.
And then, see this pillowcase there? Was
Yes.
that also found as part of that load?
Yes, it was.
While you were there, did you find any rope anywhere?
No.
Did you find a knife, for example, in the master bedroom anywhere?
No.
Did you find a knife anywhere in the bathroom?
No, I did not.
When you're conducting, for example, the search of the, let's say, the bedroom area, explain to me in this case specifically what it was that you did to look for items of evidence just in the bedroom proper, the place with the carpet.
We first went in and photographed everything as it was. Once it's photographed in place, we begin to locate items of evidence or items that we believe might be evidence and place those placards down or those little stickers. We look at under the bed, in the closet, bathroom, master bedroom, I mean, everywhere where we could find an item that we could possibly use as evidence.
Well, let's take a look at exhibit number 249. Familiar with this?
Yes, that is a diagram of the master bedroom suite.
The bed that we've been talking about, do you see this right here?
Yes.
Is that the bed?
Yes,
Did
it
you
is.
look all around the bed to see whether or not there was any rope anywhere?
Yes.
Find any?
No.
How about knife? Did you find any knife anywhere in this portion of the bedroom?
No.
And this right here is what?
That's the entryway, double door entryway into the bedroom?
So is that also a way to get out of the bedroom?
Yes.
Is there any other way to get it short of a window? This is the second floor, correct?
Yes, it is.
Short of jumping out of the window, is that the only way out?
That is the only way out.
The door, was it found locked or unlocked by the people that went there? Who found the body?
It was locked.
And this area here is what?
That's a walk-in closet.
And there's openings here, but are there doors there, or are they just openings?
There's doors there.
And right here, what is that?
That's the shower where Travis's body was found.
And right here, what is that?
That's the bathtub.
You look everywhere through there to see whether or not you could find a knife.
Yes.
And did you look everywhere there to see whether or not there was a gun anywhere here?
We didn't find a gun.
But did you look? That's different than what you found.
Yes, we looked.
And were you doing this yourself, or were there other people there?
I had other detectives assisting me.
So, and how many days did it take to complete the search warrant of this particular area here?
It took 3 days.
So it wasn't like you went in and looked, is it something that you took your time?
Yes, I was very thorough.
So, for example, number one, are you familiar with what that is? By looking at it?
That was a shell casing.
And what was the caliber of that shell casing?
It was a 25 auto.
And 25 caliber?
Yes.
And this is where you said body type was found, right?
Yes.
Right around here, was there anything found on the wall?
Yes, there were blood-stained patterns on the wall.
There were more than bloodstains found on the wall. Wasn't there something else? Was there any fingerprints that were found?
Objection leading.
Overruled. Was there?
Yes, there were fingerprints found on the wall.
And those fingerprints, who did they turn out to belong to? Who did they belong to?
They belong
To Jodi Arias.
And do you know whether or not it was the palm or his fingers? What was it?
It was the left palm.
So the left palm is right here, correct? The 25 caliber casing is here. And the body is where it's designated.
Yes.
The washing machine, they're not on this diagram. Where are they?
Washing machines and laundry room are downstairs.
And to get down the stairs, describe for me what you have to do. How do you get downstairs from this top?
From the master bedroom, you have to walk out the double doors. Right outside the double doors, there is a stairway leading straight down into the living room kitchen area. And then there's a hallway that about 20, 25 feet that you have to travel down. And it leads you to the laundry room.
Is there a dog here?
Yes,
What was the color of the dog?
it was black.
And when the search warrant was being executed, what happened to the dog?
Taken by friends.
And the name of the dog, did you find out?
Napoleon
And who did the dog belong to? Who were you told it belonged to?
belonged to the victim, Travis Alexander.
And where was it? What was its food in terms of dog and being fed, that sort of thing?
Downstairs.
In speaking with the other individuals in the house, did they indicate that they fed the dog or not?
As to relevance.
Overruled.
Yes, when Travis would leave, they indicated that they would take care of the dog when he was gone.
The dog was it found inside the bedroom or outside of the bedroom by the people that found the body?
It was outside of the bedroom, downstairs.
731. What are we looking at here?
The laundry room again?
Which portion? What direction is this?
That's facing north.
And exhibit 32. Where are we facing?
That's facing east. As I explained, there's a long hallway, and the hallway ends up at the laundry room.
The garage door that we were talking about, is it to the left or to the right?
It's to the right.
Exhibit number 33. What do we see here?
That's the long hallway I mentioned before, leading into the laundry room.
You see this, what appears to be a door here? Do you see that there?
Yes, to the left.
What is there?
There is a den or office,
And to the right, see that white part? What is there?
and that's a bathroom.
So exhibit number 34. What are we looking at there?
I believe that's leading into the den office area.
Exhibit number 35. What is that?
It's kind of dark, but that is the office.
And right here would be what?
Laundry room.
Take a look at exhibit 36. What is that?
A better view of the office.
And exhibit 37. What is that?
That's an inside view of the office.
Any knife found in there?
No.
Any gun?
No.
But exhibit 38 looks like we have something there marked, right?
Yes.
And exhibit 39 shows us, what is it?
That's a check written to Travis Alexander from Jodi Arias.
What's the date on it?
It is 5/25/08 or May 25th of 2008.
And it does say something on the left. Do you see that?
Yes.
What does it say?
In the notes, it says car payments, April and May 2008.
It does indicate an address on it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Back, your understanding, back in May of 2008, where was the defendant living?
In May of 2008
Yeah.
in Wairika, California.
And the institution provided this check as food.
It's a check from Washington Mutual.
Exhibit number 40. What do we see here?
A photograph of the desk area in the office
And exhibit 41,
from the inside looking out.
exhibit number 42. What is that?
That's the bathroom I mentioned earlier that's directly across from the office.
Exhibit number 43. What is this one?
A picture of the same bathroom.
And exhibit 44. But we see a 3 there. What does that mean?
There was a stain or a mark that we wanted to collect and swab.
Exhibit number 45.
That's a picture of the sink in that same bathroom with number 3, another stain or something that caught our eye, so we wanted to collect it.
Exhibit 46. What are we looking at?
That same number 3, just a close-up shot.
Exhibit number 47. What is this? What is this thing?
Stairway that leads up to the second story of the home.
And you see this red thing?
Yes.
What is it?
It's like a punching bag.
And the laundry room, where is it in relation to this?
It's left of that red punching bag.
You continue on down the hallway?
Yes.
And the front door, is it this way?
It is to the right.
Is there a sliding glass door anywhere here?
Yes, it is on the left, there where your pin is, yes.
Exhibit 48. What do we see?
That's a photograph looking towards the front door from the back door.
This area here is what?
Kitchen.
And this right here.
That's Napoleon's food.
49. What are we looking at?
Front room near the front door.
What is this?
It's like a little a small cage that or a barrier that's put up so the dog doesn't run around the house.
Exhibit number 50.
Another photograph of the kitchen area.
And exhibit number 51. What do we see?
That's near the front door looking towards the kitchen and living room area.
So if somebody wanted to get into this house, could they get into the front door here?
Yes.
Could they get into the sliding glass door?
Yes.
And could they get into the garage?
Yes.
Any other way to get into this house?
There was a small doggy door. About it.
Right, exhibit number 52. What are we looking at there?
It's a photograph from the stairs, in front of the stairs to the back of the house. You can see the sliding glass door and the doggy door on the left.
And this is the doggy door right there, correct?
Yes.
Exhibit 53. Where now this red thing, what is that?
That's that same exercise bag, punching bag.
And here where are we headed?
It is photographed from the kitchen looking up the stairway.
And anywhere underneath in that lower floor, any knives found?
There were knives found in the kitchen.
Other than that, anywhere else?
No.
Any knives or any guns down there?
No.
Exhibit number 54. What do we see?
The stairway leading up to the master bedroom that you can see on the left there.
And exhibit 55.
It's another vantage point, the same stairway leading up and the master bedroom to the left.
Exhibit number 58. What are we looking at?
That's a loft area on the second floor and the double doors leading into the master bedroom suite.
What are these right here?
These are big bean bags.
Are they small bean bags or big bean bags?
They're large.
And exhibit number 59, what are we looking at here?
That's a kind of from the same vantage point. You see the bean bags, and you can see item 31, which is a camera bag.
And exhibit number 60 is what?
A close-up of that same camera bag.
And exhibit number 61, see that?
Yes.
This camera that we've been talking about, the one with the individual photographs and this photograph showing the tryst, which is exhibit 214, was there an attempt to see whether or not it could fit in there?
Yes.
And did it?
Yes.
Take a look at exhibit 62. Now, first of all, orient us whether it's north, south, east, or west.
That is facing north, and we're in the loft area with the stairway leading downstairs to the left, and we're looking directly into the double doors leading into the master bedroom.
What are these right here?
It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like pillows.
Take a look at exhibit 63. Do we see those pillows there?
Yes.
And
There's a couch, chair, ottoman, and a bunch of throw pillows. There's more throw pillows underneath those, the white pillows as well.
look at the bed. What is on the bed?
The bed has been stripped. It's just a mattress, a duvet.
And exhibit number 64. What do we see?
The same bedroom, pair of flip-flop sandals, and the bed, and then you can see into the closet entryway.
And exhibit number 65. What kind of bed is this? What's the frame? What would you call it?
Lay bed?
And exhibit number 66. Any rope anywhere there?
Any rope?
Rope.
No.
Any knife anywhere there? No. Any gun anywhere there?
No.
Exhibit number 67. What are we looking at?
The same master bedroom. You can see the double door entryway into the bedroom. To the left is a closet door. It's a walk-in closet. Has a goes down the same direction that hallway does, and then there's another doorway that leads into the bathroom.
This door right here, you indicated that it was locked when friends showed up. Do you know how they were able to get in?
One of the roommates, I believe it was Zach Billings, went and recovered a key that he had and unlocked it.
So, if it was locked from the outside, would it require a key to lock from the inside? In other words, the person we're leaving, does it require a key to lock it, or can it be locked from the inside without a key?
It can be locked before someone closes the door.
And in all of this bedroom, did you find what appeared to be blood, or did you find any blood?
Yes.
Aside from here, or did it just there?
It started there.
And where did it go?
It led down that hallway into the master bathroom.
But did you find it anywhere in the master bedroom itself? No. 68 shows us.
Those are those the sandals, which I mentioned earlier in another photograph.
Exhibit 69. What do we see here?
That's a view of the walk-in closet that parallels that same hallway leading into the bathroom, and you can see the doorway that leads into the bathroom as well.
See this right here? What are those?
Those are pants.
They're all hung, right? Any of them on the floor? You see any of them on the floor now?
No, just suitcases and so forth.
What are these?
Ties,
And these right here?
shoes.
Exhibit number 70, what does that show?
Just a close-up view of those same items.
And this door, where does it lead? Leads into the master bathroom.
Leads into the master bathroom.
Exhibit 71, what does that show? Just a close-up view of those same items. And this door, where does it lead? Leads into the master bathroom. Exhibit 72, what does that show?
Leads into the master bathroom.
Exhibit number 71. What are these right here
The pants?
that we previously saw?
Yes.
And this door, where does it lead to?
The small doorway in the back, sink, and that door is a small closet in the bathroom.
Is this a single or a double vanity?
It's a double vanity.
Exhibit 72. What are we looking at there?
It's a picture from inside the master bathroom, looking at the shower and the tub on the right.
What is this right here?
That's the doorway leading into the closet.
And this, what is that?
That's the body of Travis Alexander.
This here, what is that?
The robe that was hung up.
These items right here.
That is,
Were some of them tested? Yes. And are you familiar with the term Castlemeyer?
yes,
Is it a presumptive test for blood?
yes,
And did those turn out to be blood?
yes.
Exhibit number 73. What do we see here?
That's the shower inside the bathroom with Travis's body.
Take a look at exhibit 141. Is that the same shower?
Yes.
Exhibit 74. What do we see here?
It's Travis's body inside the shower.
What is that one there?
It's a plastic cup, which we also found in the shower.
Is this the condition the body was found, or did members of the Mesa Police Department clean it up in any way, shape, or form?
That's the condition that it was found in.
So this, what I'm calling pristine, without blood, that's the condition it was found in?
Yes.
Exhibit number 160. Alexander leaning against. Is this the north or is this the south?
That's the north.
If we take a look at exhibit number 74, this where he was sitting against.
Yes. His body is opposite of what it was in the other photograph.
Exhibit 75. What do we see?
Close-up view of Travis's face and neck area.
Look at the eyes. Do they tell whether or not they're half open?
Yes.
Exhibit number 76. What are we looking at here?
Close-up view of Travis's body, and you can see the plastic cup next to him.
And exhibit 177. What do we see?
The bottom portion of Travis's body.
Exhibit 78. Now we're seeing placards. What is going on in terms of the investigation?
At this point, we've located items of interest, items that we want to collect, either swab or actually pick up package and collect so we can analyze it later. And so we place placards down on those items.
Exhibit number 79. See that?
Yes.
And this right here. What, are you familiar with the term transfer of blood?
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
It means when, for instance, if an item has blood on it and it touches another item, it leaves a transfer of that blood on the second item.
Looking at this, and having reviewed the report of Lisa Perry, can you tell us what this means here?
There was an item that had blood on it, which touched that baseboard and left blood on the baseboard.
And the touching, does this include any movement? Does that show any movement associated with the touching?
Yes.
How do you know that?
It starts on one end, which is on one corner, and leads to the opposite end.
And we see number 2 there, right?
Yes.
Going back to exhibit number 78, we see where number 2 is, correct?
Yes.
We also see a 3 there, right?
Yes.
Exhibit number 80. What is that?
That's some type of tassel. It was brown in color with blood on it.
And number 81. What do we have there?
Placard number 4, which is to denote an item on the shower door, which is another, appears to be tassel with some hair.
This area here? That.
That's more blood transfer.
Exhibit 82. So what's this?
That's the shower with Travis's body.
And this right here?
The robe, which we saw earlier.
And what's in here?
That is the toilet room.
And right here?
That is a scale that was on the floor.
Exhibit 38. What is this right here?
Travis's body in the shower.
And you see this right here? Yes. How was that deposited there? We're talking about what? Next to the room.
That appears to be blood spatter.
When you say that's blood spatter, what does that mean in terms of
As I explained earlier, transfer is where an item has blood on it, touches another item. Spatter is something which sends blood airborne and lands on an item.
So, for example, if there's a source that's standing there and it has blood on it, something hits it, move in that direction and cause that kind of desire.
Yes.
And you're familiar, obviously you're familiar with gravity, correct?
Yes.
Does this have anything to do with gravity, this part right here?
Yes, it's similar to if you get paint that's really thick and it'll drip down.
Exhibit 84. What do we see here?
That's the bathtub itself next to the shower. Then there's the toilet room to the right, and you can see some blood spatter patterns on the bottom of the door casing.
Again, these are much lower than this one in exhibit number 80, correct?
Yes.
In terms of 83, does that give you any idea as to where the source was in relationship to where it ended?
The source would be at a higher level,
Why do you say it would be at a higher level?
just by looking at where it landed.
And how about exhibit number 84? Is that right there?
Yes.
Where would the source be? That one.
Lower to the floor.
What does that mean? Is the source near the floor? Is that what it is?
Yes. Source is near the floor.
And again, there was some pressure applied to a source causing the blood to hit there.
Yes.
Number 85, you see this right here?
Yes.
What was that?
That is a bath mat next to the tub. That's a blood stain.
And do you know what kind of stain it is? How was it deposited there?
It was either spatter or a blood droplet.
And blood droplet, are you talking about gravity on that one?
Yes.
Which means what, the source was over it? And
Source was over it, and it dropped down to it.
Exhibit 86. What do we see here?
Some more blood stains off to the right of the toilet room, and a large deposit of blood right there in the middle.
And again, this deposit, how was that accomplished?
With that amount of blood, person bleeding would have to have been there for some time for that much blood to accumulate.
And if you see that there, and you see this here, what does that tell you of the source of this? Was it down here, and something struck the source and it hit that way, or can you tell us anything regarding to that?
Objection leading and cause for speculation.
Overall, you may answer yes or no.
Yes.
And you can't tell us, right?
Yes.
What can you tell us?
I can tell that the person who was bleeding was in this general area where the large amount of pooling is, and the items of blood on the left and the right could have been deposited by somebody striking that person, or that person having blood on their hands or on an item.
Exhibit number 87. See that?
Yes.
Is that something that you described as blood spatter or not?
Yes.
See this down here?
Yes.
Exhibit number 88. Toilet, right?
Yes, it is.
Exhibit number 89. Also toilet, right?
Yes.
And we get to exhibit number 90. What do we see here?
Some more of the blood spatter pattern.
So what does it mean? How is it accomplished that this, where was the source first of all?
The source was in front of the toilet. I'm not sure exactly how far, but it correlates to that same blood stain that we saw outside.
And in order for it to come this way, was there some force applied to the source?
Yes.
What do these patterns tell you about the source?
The source was in front of that wall and was deposited on that wall at that level, and it was and it had flowed down and dripped down at that point.
Was there force applied to the source to create this pattern?
Yes.
What do we see?
That same wall from a different angle. You have the blood staining to the left and the same blood spatter pattern on the wall.
Exhibit 93. Was this door open when you got there, or did you guys open it?
It was open.
In terms of a scene, is everything left the way it was found?
Yes.
And these are the two sinks that you told us about?
Yes, they are.
What are these right here?
Scales.
And exhibit 94.
The same two scales.
And the patterns that you see here, tell us anything about the source.
The source was in the same area where the larger blood stain was.
Are these here deposited there by force? Or are they deposited by gravity? Can you tell? And I will show you exhibit number 95.
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled to answer yes or no. Can you tell?
I cannot tell.
Exhibit number 96. See that?
Yes.
The stain. Previously it was, you hear that it was deposited underneath the scale? You remember that?
Yes.
How is it that a stain like this, and underneath a scale like that, is it that it runs in there, or how does that happen?
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustained is phrased.
Well, you found this scale that way, correct?
Yes.
The blood was underneath it, right?
Yes.
And in terms of its deposit, given the shape, in your opinion, should that scale have been in that position when that blood was deposited?
Objection calls for speculation, lack of foundation or knowledge.
It could have been.
How so?
By the way the stains look, if there was a lot of water in the area, it could have pushed the blood underneath and then the water evaporated.
Exhibit number 97, first of all. What do we see here?
That's under the sink area in the bathroom.
And what's this?
It's a pet stain remover.
Resolve, right?
Yes.
And here, what is that?
Soap.
Vial, right?
Yes.
And what's right here?
Toilet paper.
And that's how you found it.
Yes.
And this item right here?
It's a sponge.
What are we looking at here?
That's the double vanity sink.
Previously, number 1, you indicated was a 25 caliber casing from exhibit 249. You told us that was right here. Do you see that?
Yes.
Can we see that place in exhibit number 97 or not?
Yes, you can.
See this right here? What is that?
That's the 25 caliber casing.
Exhibit 98. What are we looking at here?
That's a close-up view of the right sink and blood.
Well, there appear to be different patterns here. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
And this pattern here, how would you characterize it?
I would characterize that as diluted blood.
As what?
Diluted blood?
Right? But the action in placing it there, how would that be placed there? You know? Can you tell by it or not?
I can't tell.
Is there any movement that you can see associated with that or not?
There is movement.
And what does that movement tell you about the source or somebody touching the blood?
Somebody above the sink was bleeding onto the sink, and there was an addition of water, and then there was movement back and forth on the sink.
But this right here, is that the same as this right here?
No.
Why not?
Like I explained, the other one was diluted. That one is not diluted, and it appears to be droplets of blood.
In other words, the source was above the sink when it deposited.
Yes.
the source of blood, whoever was bleeding or whatever was going on, source was above that area there.
Yes.
How about right here?
It's the same kind of action. The source was above the sink, bleeding into the sink.
But one of the things that you noticed previously was that there was water, something associated with water here. Do you see the same sort of action associated with what's in the bowl?
No,
So the source of the water, do you see what this is here?
it's a sink,
But this right
the
here,
faucet.
is that a source of water?
Yes, it is.
But there's no water according to you. This hasn't been touched by water according to you, right?
Correct.
So what does that tell you about the source of the water that touched this?
It was a different source.
Right here, can you see this right here?
Yes.
And how would you characterize that? How would you call that?
That's another form of blood spatter. More particular, it's what we call aspirated blood, which means there's blood in the mouth or the nose, and it's ejected from the mouth and the nose at a higher velocity.
And we were looking at this area right here, correct?
Yes.
Exhibit number 100, does that show us more on view of it?
Yes.
Let's take a look at exhibit 101. There's tiny droplets, but there's also some other action going on there. What is that about?
It appears to be an addition of water to that from some other source.
And exhibit number 103, what do we see here?
It's a view from the top of the sink, and it gives you a better idea of the blood spatter on the left front of the sink and the sink itself.
And this shows you, this is where you were talking about that didn't show any activity of water inside the bowl.
Yes.
And exhibit number 104, this is what we're talking about, the water and the movement. Is that correct?
Yes, the diluted blood, something being wet, touching it.
Exhibit 105, what does that show us?
Droplets from directly above.
Now, exhibit number 109. Remember I asked you if you ever moved the exhibit 109? The door's closed, right?
Yes.
Why is the door closed? I thought that things never got moved.
Well, once it's photographed and we can annotate where everything was, if we need to collect an item of evidence, we can begin to move items at that point.
And was there something there of interest there?
The shell casing?
And that's this right here.
Yes.
You see this right here?
Yes.
This is the closet you previously spoke to me about.
Yes, it is.
What can you tell me about that pattern there that's on the box?
Pattern on the box, it indicates there was blood in the area, possibly with the addition of water, and it acts like a candle wick, and that's what it's called. It's a wicking action, and it sucks up the blood and the water.
And right in front of it, what is that?
Blood stain.
How is that deposited there? By looking at that, can you tell how it was deposited? Or no?
I can't tell how it was deposited, but
Objection now responsive was a yes or no question.
Thank
And you can't tell something from what it is. and the size of it, can you?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
What can you tell?
I can tell that whoever was bleeding, was in that area for a long period of time.
When you say a long period of time, can you quantify it, or is it just a period of time?
A period of time.
Exhibit 110. What is that?
It's a close-up photo of the shell casing.
And exhibit 111?
A closer view.
Well, one of the things I want to talk to you about is blood in here, right?
Yes.
There's no blood on top of the casing, right?
No.
What does that tell you about the casing and when it was deposited there or landed there?
The
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
What does it tell you?
blood was deposited and the casing was first.
Objection leading. Move to strike.
Tell me what this tells you.
This tells me that the blood was on the floor first and a casing was deposited after.
Exhibit number 112. Now, what are we looking at?
Of the same area, item number 1 is a placard that was placed next to the shell casing.
And do you see this right here?
Yes.
We previously talked about a towel, and we indicated that it had some, you believe, some bleaching action. The color of this towel, did it have, in your opinion, any resemblance or any affinity towards the other towel that you saw in the washer?
Yes.
Any sense?
It was the same color and the same type of towel.
Exhibit number 115. What are we seeing here?
Another view of the placard number 1 with the shell casing.
And exhibit number 114. Those are twisted.
Yes, a close-up view.
What is this? What are we looking at here?
The linen closet inside of the bathroom, the same box.
What's right here?
Some more placards, items of evidence that we collected.
And exhibit 116. What is that?
Another angle, another photograph of that same closet. You can see the box in the background.
And exhibit 117. What are we looking at?
It's a blood stain outside of the closet, and you can see the box there at the bottom.
Exhibit 118. What are you looking at?
The same box, and you can see the wicking action of the blood and water.
What do we see?
That's a look from the bathroom, looking back into the master bedroom, and we laid placards down on items of evidence that we were going to collect.
And this hallway from here to here, if you take a look at exhibit number 249, what's the distance?
On one side, it's 12 feet, 6 inches.
Read it better that way.
Yes, 12 feet, 6 inches.
And the other wall, how far is it?
11 feet, 4 inches.
Exhibit number 140. What do we see here?
You can see bloodstain patterns throughout the hallway floor, the tile.
Is there any indication that there's any water activity there?
Yes,
Where?
all over. As you can see around item 7, you can see bloodstain patterns, and the very edges are kind of a lighter color. They appeared washed away.
Exhibit number 121. This action here, is that a transfer pattern?
That is a transfer pattern, yes.
Exhibit 126. See this pattern here?
Yes,
Is that also a transfer pattern?
that is a transfer pattern.
How is that accomplished in terms of being reflected?
That type of transfer would indicate that something with blood on it rubbed up against the wall and was dragged along the wall.
And exhibit 127. Here you can see, there's that carpet.
I can't tell what that
I'll show
is.
you the photograph. So,
It's hard to see.
right.
Okay.
Is that carpet there?
That is carpet from the bedroom.
So which wall would this be?
That would be the west wall.
And that being the west wall, if you take a look at exhibit 126, what wall would this be?
Appears to be the east wall.
Exhibit 128. What do we see here?
This is the carpet area from the bedroom looking down the hallway to the master bath. And there's a large blood pattern on the carpet itself.
In terms of the source, what does that tell you about the source?
The source was there for a time period.
What about this, right here? What does that tell you? What are those tell you?
That's a lighter pattern of blood, and it appeared somebody was trampling in the blood in that area, or either it's a transfer basically.
Exhibit 130. That pattern that we've been talking about?
That's the same pattern.
What is this right here?
That's one of the sandals that we saw in the earlier photographs.
Throughout that room, other than here, is there any blood found on the carpet anywhere?
No.
What do we see here?
That's the same carpeted area with the photograph taken directly above the carpet.
And exhibit 133, there's the carpet. What is this right here? First of all, what wall is that?
That is the east wall, and that's another transfer pattern, and that denotes what we call a either swipe or a wipe pattern.
This right here? Is that right
It's the electrical outlet.
Look at exhibit number 137. This sort of the same thing that we've been looking at, except that now everything's on black, right?
Yes.
Why is that?
Part of collecting evidence is trying to find fingerprints, and that's the black powder that we use to find fingerprints.
And exhibit 139. What are we looking at there?
That is the same hallway leading into the bathroom, and it's the west wall.
And exhibit 140, what is that?
That is a print, either handprint, fingerprint.
And is this the, who Heather Connor is?
Yes.
Who is she?
She is a latent print examiner with the Mesa Police Department.
Was she out there at the scene?
Yes, she was.
And did she lift this, take that, examine it?
Yes. She found the print on that same wall.
And is that the print that she identified?
Yes.
Who was it identified to?
Jodi Arias.
And what part of which hand was it?
It was the left palm print.
Just at this time, but you will be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the evening recess. Please be back tomorrow morning at 9:30. Please be back at 9:30. We will start promptly at that time. Please remember the admonition. Are there any questions? Thank you. You are excused.
All rise for the